Sometimes in the game, you might come across a notification like this in the chat or on the screen. Perhaps you are wondering why your achievements go unnoticed and what you can do to change that. If you're also curious about what gives a weapon that unique shine or where that incredible effects in the eyes come from, this video is just for you. Thanks to Mr. Sniper for the corrections and materials for this guide. Let's start with the strange items. Each of these items tracks its own unique stats. Most weapons will record the number of kills, but Medigun, for example, will count assists and the uses of Ubercharge. The Sapper will count the number of destroyed buildings. Cosmetic items will track points in the match. Taunts will count the number of taunts performed. As a fun fact, I'll mention that the only existing strange taunt in-game is the Bird's Jester. All the details you can see in this table. Link in the video description. Such a counter not only lets you showcase the number of kills achieved with the specific weapon, but also provides a great deal of satisfaction from collecting them. Importantly, the counter doesn't reset after the match ends, meaning your progress is permanent. This allows some weapons to accumulate impressive kill counts. The more eliminations you achieve, the higher the rank of your weapon will be. For example, after reaching 25 kills, a notification will appear in the chat stating that your weapon has reached the scarcely lethal level. Each subsequent kill milestone raises the rank further, adding even more excitement to the game. On the screen, you can see a table showing the ranks of weapons and other items. You can find the link to the table in the video description. You can further enhance any weapon by adding counters that track additional stats, such as the number of headshots. These extra counters can be added using strange parts. With these, you can add specific counters to your weapon, like the number of engineers killed with a spy's knife or the number of snipers taken down with the sniper rifle. Strange parts start counting from the moment it's added to the weapon. It won't affect the already counted total numbers of kills in the weapon, so it won't subtract, for example, the number of soldier kills. All the available options can be found on the TF2 wiki. The link is provided in the video description. However, it is important to remember that certain counters cannot be applied to weapons that don't support their respective mechanics. For instance, a headshot counter cannot be added to the engineer's range. Keep in mind that you can add a maximum of 3 additional counters to a weapon. If you later decide to remove one to make room for another, you'll have to reset it, meaning the counter will be permanently lost. It won't return to your inventory and there's no way to recover it, so choose your strange parts wisely. The good news is that removing the counter won't affect the total number of kills on your weapon. The kills recorded on the counter won't be subtracted from the overall kill count, so the total will remain the same as before its removal. Using a name or description tags doesn't affect the counters. However, trading, selling on the Steam community market, or using a gift wrap on the strange item will reset the counter and prefix to the default number and rank. Apparently, it's also possible to apply counters to cosmetic items. For instance, Pyro can supposedly track headshots by reflecting arrows from a sniper's bow back to their head. However, I'm not entirely sure how up-to-date these combinations are. The forum threads I read about them are as much as 10 years old. If you have your own clever ideas for using counters, be sure to share them in the comments section below the video. You can also use special filters on strange items that allow stats to be tracked only under specific conditions, such as on a particular map or in a specific game mode. These are called strange filters. Once applied, the weapon's name changes depending on the map associated with the filter. You can see some examples on the screen now. As always, a link to the TF2 wiki page is included in the video description. It's important to note that applying a filter to a weapon that already has tracked stats will reset those stats, so make sure to think carefully before using a filter. It's worth mentioning that not only strange weapons can track kills. Any weapon equipped with a civilian-grade stat clock has this feature. However, it's important to note that such a counter can only be applied to decorated weapons of the civilian grade. While these weapons are not strange, they function in a similar way. Furthermore, both strange parts and filters can be applied to them as well. What if you have a strange weapon with tracked stats, but you want to transfer them to another item? That's where the strange count transfer tool comes in. This tool allows you to move stats from one strange weapon to another, but there is a catch. It only works between identical weapon types. For example, you can't transfer kills from a rocket launcher to a sniper rifle, not even between different variants of the same weapon like the rocket launcher and the black box. This limitation makes sense. The stats reflect your skills with that specific weapon. Additionally, if you want to transfer stats from strange parts, you'll first need to apply the same counters to the new item. After all, the data needs a place to go, right? Keep these rules in mind and be cautious when transferring stats to avoid any losses. Now that you know what strange weapons are and how they work, it's time to explain how to get them. Unfortunately, they aren't rewards you can unlock in the game through achievements or progress. The only way to obtain a strange weapon is, to some extent, by spending money. I've gone into detail about my approach to acquiring items in another video, so I highly recommend checking it out. In short, I suggest using the trading platform on backpack.tf or purchasing the item on the Steam community market. Why do I think this is the best and cheapest option? You'll find all my arguments in the video. The link is in the description. For the sake of completeness, let me list other ways to obtain a strange item. 1. MVM. Playing in man vs machine mode with a Tour of Duty ticket allows you to earn botkiller weapons. Each of these is strange quality and features robot head charms. These weapons are awarded upon completing a tour, except for Operation 2 Cities. On the screen you can see the list of possible botkiller weapons. They go with different types: Rust and Blood, Silver and Gold MK1, Carbonado and Diamond, Silver and Gold MK2. If you are extremely lucky, you might also score an australium weapon, a rare gold-colored strange weapon that stands out with its unique golden sheen. These only drop from completing missions at advanced or expert difficulty levels. 2. Opening crates. To open a crate, you'll need a key which can be purchased or traded for. When you open a crate, you can receive a random item, including a strange one. There's also a chance to get a strange quality warpaint, which lets you craft a weapon with stats tracking similar to strange weapons. Strangifier. When applied to a specific item, it transfers into a strange version of it. You can find it in these crates. 4. Strange bacon grease. One of the rarest and most expensive items in the game. It allows you to turn regular unique frying pan to strange frying pan. Due to its extreme scarcity, it's nearly impossible to obtain. Each of these methods requires some investment, luck, or both, but it's good to know the full range of possibilities. As for add-ons like strange parts, the strange count transfer tool, strange filters, all of these can drop from crates. However, not all crates contain them. Specific crates are tied to certain items. Here, for example, you can see which crates might drop a particular strange part. As always, the link is in the video description. Additionally, 2 strange parts can be crafted together into a strange count transfer tool. Now that we know what a strange item is, it's time to talk about the Killstreak kit. Unlike strange weapons, this item doesn't require a base strange item to work. You can use it on any weapon, turning it into a Killstreak weapon. When you use a weapon with a Killstreak kit, a counter will appear in the lower left corner of the screen. This counter increases as you rank up kills and resets upon your death. The counter is visible not only on your screen but also in the scoreboard and the kill feed, where your kills can be seen by other players. After reaching 5 kills, a message will appear on the screen, visible to all players, announcing your kill strike. Depending on the numbers of kills, the message will change until you reach 20 kills, at which point every additional 5 kills will display the same message. Player is still godlike, only the kill count changes. If someone ends your kill streak, the message will reflect that. But you can also end it yourself using a kill bind, which will change the text accordingly. In man vs machine mode, the counter works a bit differently. Instead of updating every 5 kills, it tracks every 20 kills. There are 3 types of kill strike kits. The first type contains only the kill counter, which tracks your kill strike. The second type includes both the counter and the shine effect on the weapon, which becomes more noticeable after your 5 kills. Since the sheen intensifies and becomes more vivid, it will pulse more frequently. There are several types of shine effects. Last, third type of Killstreak kit, professional one, includes the counter, shine, and the killstreaker, cool particle effect on the eyes. It will appear briefly after a kill. After 5 kills, it will turn into a permanent animation, and after 10 kills, it will gain an extended animation. The weapon and the eye effects vary depends on the chosen kit. I also refer you to this video, which shows some of the available professional Killstreak effects in the game. When it comes to obtaining Killstreak kits, the most popular methods are through trading or purchasing them on the Steam market. You can also acquire a kit by completing missions in the man vs machine mode. To do this, you'll need to complete the the 2 cities mission, which is unlocked with a Tour of Duty ticket. You can obtain this ticket on the Steam Market, from the Manco store, or through trading. After completing the 2 cities missions, you'll also receive robot parts, which are very useful if you want to craft a higher quality Killstreak kit. If you want to learn how to craft higher quality Killstreak kits, be sure to check out this video where the entire process is shown. The link to it can be found in the video description. You'll also find other helpful links in the description, as I didn't want to extend this video by diving into too many details about the items I mentioned in this video. Let me know in the comments if you have anything to add, and I see you in the next video. Bye!